Microsoft becomes the most valuable company in the world. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because Microsoft is now the most valuable company in the world according to market cap. Let's jump right over here to this screen. We can see the shares are now at $331.62 USD. Their market cap is $2.49 trillion, everyone. So Microsoft are doing pretty well. And I'd like to have a look at this article from Yahoo Finance. Now, I've recently invested in Microsoft. I sold some of my gold holdings, shifted over to Microsoft. And I've covered that in a video, Investing for the Great Reset, where I discuss 4 shares that I'm actually buying. I've moved some of my, insurance assets, which I would consider gold is, and put it into what I would consider productive assets. And Microsoft is certainly one of them. I mean, regardless of how tough we've had it, how close to the bone we got with money, we kept our Microsoft 365 subscription because it's still something we use on a daily basis in our business and in our personal lives. That just shows you there. We cut everything else, Disney Plus, Netflix, all the other luxuries, but this was a necessity for our business and for our personal lives. And that's where I think Microsoft has one advantage, that they really are leading in, the whole world of subscription-based services. Look at Azure. Look at how cheap it is to get cloud access to computing power there. And I know people are pushing all crypto as being revolutionary when you can get, greater reliability, greater, fail-safes for a much cheaper price from a reputable company. Anyway, so Microsoft is the world's most valuable company. We'll have a look here. Apple Inc. lost its crown as the world's most valuable public company to Microsoft Corp. as the iPhone maker's shares fell about 2%. Now, my understanding is Apple took a bit of a shave because they're having issues getting product out there due to supply constraints, but we'll see. Apple took a $6 billion hit to its sales during the fiscal fourth quarter due to persistent global supply chain problems, leading to a miss on Wall Street expectations. Top boss Tim Cook said the impact will be even worse in the current holiday sales quarter. While that may seem bad, and I'm also an Apple shareholder, I use some of their products, they'll bounce back next year. When the supply issues and delays get sorted out, then all of a sudden Apple will beat expectations and everyone will be piling in there. I guess it just depends on your investment strategy. If you're a long-term investor, you just ride the current and the waves. Don't let the FOMO get to you. Compared to less hardware-focused FANG peers, Apple is also a lot more exposed to supply chain disruption, said Sophie Land-Yates, equity analyst at Hargreaves Lansdowne. Apple shares on Friday dropped 1.8% to end the session at $149.80, giving the company a market capitalization of $2.48 trillion. By contrast, shares of Windows software maker Microsoft Windows isn't even the biggest part of their pie anymore. They're much more diverse than that. Rose 2.2% to a record high of US $331.62. Ending the session with a market capitalization of $2.49 trillion. Apple, which has repurchased $421.7 billion worth of shares over the years, had announced a massive 90 billion share buyback in April. As a result, the outstanding stock pool keeps shrinking, and the company ended its fiscal fourth quarter with 16.4 billion shares. Microsoft stock has surged 49% this year, with pandemic-induced demand for its cloud-based services driving sales. Shares of Apple have climbed 13% so far this year. Now, I know to all the crypto people, these gains don't seem that impressive, but these are really good gains for shares, guys. Apple's stock market value overtook Microsoft in 2010 as the iPhone made its world's premier consumer technology company, or made it the world's premier consumer tech company. The companies have taken turns at Wall Street's most valuable business in recent years, with Apple holding the title since mid-2020. Analysts say Apple has managed the supply chain issue well, but with Cook warning of more pressure, the door is open to a hit to its performance as the holiday season kicks in. In contrast, Microsoft on Tuesday forecast a strong end to the calendar year, but it also warned that supply chain woes will continue to dog key units such as those producing its Surface laptops and Xbox gaming consoles. So let's now have a look at, we'll jump over here to the data from SelfWealth, one of the platforms I use for my trading, because I just like how it has a little bit of an indication of the market sentiment, at least from buyers on this platform. So it's still considered undervalued by 9.5%. There you go. So it's $331, guys. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it's a profitable company. It even pays a dividend, everyone. Even pays a dividend. There's your earnings per share. Your price to earnings ratio is 36.2. Okay, the last dividend was 56 cents, and the yield is 0.75. I mean, this isn't going to be a huge dividend payer. I'm not buying this as a dividend income stream. I'm buying this because I suspect, my argument is that long term, the lead that they have in, gaming, streaming tech is going to be a huge competitive advantage. Just think about it. If you're developing on the Unity platform and you can deploy to Xbox, and then that can be run and streamed by Microsoft to anything, that's going to be a huge advantage to, the Google Stadia, where it's a completely different system. And this is the whole, you will own nothing and you'll be happy. This is where it's coming. You won't be buying games anymore, as an example. You'll be renting them. You'll be paying a subscription. $10 a month, you'll rent some games as you need them. Because think about it. How often do you may come back to a game years later, really, or there's, a few nostalgic ones that you have. Renting it makes a lot of sense. I tried it out for the first time ever for a month for $1 so I could play some Humankind. Then I had to stop because I've got too much work on, but still, it worked really well. And you can see here, everyone is piling in SelfWealth, 4th by ownership, 7th by weight, and 2nd by market cap. I think they need to update that. Now, 85% are buying. The company's earning potential looks good, and they're aligning with the target portfolio. 15% are selling because they're taking profits or they have a better idea or opportunity. We can see here it's going at the high levels, and the forecasts are low of $299, the mean of $355, and the high of $407. And you can see recommendations are towards buy, and 92% are bullish on this stock, everyone. So 92% are bullish. So there we have it, everyone. Microsoft is now the world's most valuable company, and I think it has a good, successful future for it. Now, of course, these are just my personal opinions, and I'm just reading the news and having a look at stuff and making investment decisions based on that. You need to, have your own reasoning behind any investment decision you do. Don't just go blindly following anything you see on YouTube or what a person tells you there. And if you're investing anything, make sure you can handle a loss. Okay, don't be stupid, guys. I mean, sure, you may be able to get on a current affair. I was so stupid, I followed some YouTuber's advice and lost my house because I'm an idiot. I mean, maybe that's a way to make some money. I don't know. You tell me. People have to be doing it. But you got to remember, you got to skip a meal, buy extra smokes, so little Jimmy gets his food. That's it. And you got to be morbidly obese. Anyway, I'm going off topic again. Guys, check out this video, investing for the Great Reset, 4 shares that I am buying in. You can see Microsoft is one of those shares. Check it out. There are a few others there that I'm investing in. And, the market's going crazy now. So really, I'm on it for the long term. Take care.